You go to one of those Saturday Night Live after parties.
Where all love is born.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 relationships that started on Saturday Night Live.
Jack, our love was dangerous.
Have you ever heard of SNL?
There's got a lot behind that news desk.
For this list, we'll be looking at times that Cupid fired his arrow into Studio 8H. Did any of these love stories surprise you? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. Pete and Ariana met when she appeared on SNL as a musical guest in 2014, and reconnected when she hosted the show 2 years later.
Hey, Ariana, I overheard. Do you, want to smoke some pot or something?
Hot, let's smoke some crack, man.
I'm good.
However, at the time, she was dating Mac Miller and he was dating Cassie David, whom he also met at SNL. In 2018, both broke off their relationships, and it wasn't long before their whirlwind romance dominated showbiz headlines. Shortly after, they announced their engagement, but by October, it was all over. We guess that this relationship simply wasn't meant to be.
Even almost got married, and for Pete I'm so thankful.
Still, there's no denying that it inspired some pretty catchy music, and eventually Pete was able to joke about it too.
She has, her songs and stuff, and this is what I have.
Number 9. Elisabeth Moss and Fred Armisen.
Peggy, what time is it?
Oh, don't ask me. I'm just a woman. I'm not allowed to own a watch.
This couple first met when Moss made a cameo in a Mad Men sketch alongside that week's host, Jon Hamm. She and Armisen started dating soon after, quickly becoming engaged and tying the knot in a secret ceremony on the 1-year anniversary of their first meeting.
Marriage! 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 That was a secret. Hey, everyone with cameras, if you have cameras, that doesn't go out, okay? I need tapes. I need tapes.
However, after only 8 months of marriage, the pair split, and by September, Moss filed for divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Later, Moss described the relationship as, quote, extremely traumatic and awful and horrible. And Armisen conceded that he was a terrible husband.
This season for her is all about change, And
The pair went their separate ways, and Armisen went on to date Abby Elliott, another SNL alum. Number 8. Lindsay SHOOKUS and Ben Affleck.
It's especially great because this is my 5th time hosting.
As a member of the Five Timers Club, Affleck is no stranger to Studio 8H, which is where he supposedly first met SNL producer Lindsay SHOOKUS. It's unclear when the pair initially started dating, as the timeline coincides with his separation from Jennifer Garner and SHOOKUS' marriage to fellow SNL producer Kevin Miller.
My source tells me that Lindsay knows the Hollywood world. She knows what's expected of Ben and how much of the relationship has to be kept private.
Still, the couple dated for almost a year and were often spotted out together. Reportedly, Affleck's struggles with alcohol addiction contributed to their breakup. In 2019, they were spotted together again, seemingly having rekindled the flame. However, their busy schedules reportedly often kept them apart, and they called it quits once again. Number 7. Cecily Strong and Mike O'Brien.
You know I'm the same. I'm trying to get something sexy going on for sure.
I hear that, son.
It's not just celebrity guests and hosts who are struck by Cupid's arrow on Saturday Night Live. We suppose if you spend that much time together, eventually sparks might start flying. This was especially true for castmates Cecily Strong and Mike O'Brien, who started dating in 2014.
Let's get real, because they're going to have to call me Impact, because around about 2 a.m. some night, I'm just going to be like...
In an interview with Cosmo, Cecily confessed that she had some reservations about entering a workplace romance, but decided to go for it after receiving advice from her father. The pair were pretty private about their relationship, with no social media PDA or any big breakup announcement either. Maybe workplace romances aren't always advisable, but sometimes the heart just wants what the heart wants.
Yes, can we help you?
We were wondering if we could move further away from you if you were going to continue talking about sex.
Yeah, absolutely, wherever you'd like.
All right, thank you.
Number 6. Maya Rudolph and Paul Thomas Anderson. This couple is so private that some people are still surprised to learn that they're together. Not only that, but they also have 4 kids. Rumor has it that they first met on SNL when Anderson accompanied his then-girlfriend Fiona Apple, who was that week's musical guest.
My all-time favorite, it's not a character, but the favorite thing that she ever did was the national anthem.
However, they didn't actually start dating until after he and Apple broke up. They've been together since 2001, and although they've never officially tied the knot, she still calls him her husband.
Oh, Shasta and Doc lived together for a short while.
Rudolph appeared in Anderson's movie Inherent Vice, and he even claims that Phantom Thread was inspired by a moment from their relationship. Number 5. Carrie Fisher and Paul Simon. No one did On Again, Off Again quite like Carrie Fisher and Paul Simon. Although the pair initially met a year prior, it was only after their reunion at Studio 8H in 1978 that they became an item.
Hi, Kevin! Yeah! Well, Gene said he'll be over any minute, so why don't we meet here?
Their relationship withstood over a decade of breaking up and making up, as well as Fisher's engagement to Dan Aykroyd, whom she'd also met through Saturday Night Live.
Hey!
It's easy to tell your sisters.
Fisher left Aykroyd to marry Simon, only for the couple to divorce the following year. Nonetheless, their relationship continued until the early 90s. After her tragic passing in 2016, both men only had positive things to say about their former paramour.
Certainly do have 2 lovely daughters there.
Number 4. Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis. Studio 8H worked its matchmaking magic twice on this SNL alum. Before finding love with Olivia Wilde, Sudeikis briefly dated Mad Men actress January Jones. After that relationship ended, he met Wilde at the season finale afterparty, and they instantly hit it off.
He came up to me and he said, you know, whatever you're looking for, you don't need it. And he walked away.
However, Sudeikis believed that Wilde was involved at the time, and she thought that he wasn't interested. It was only 6 months later, with some help from a friend, that they finally started dating.
It's just me.
It's just you?
Yeah, it's us.
So we get to sit and talk?
Yeah.
That's special.
The following year, they were engaged, and they went on to have 2 kids together.
Also happens to be the mother of my children. Please welcome the stunning Olivia Wilde.
However, after a 7-year engagement, the pair announced their separation in late 2020. Number 3. Gilda Radner and Bill Murray.
Hello, Lisa. Entree.
Hello, Dad.
This OG SNL cast member was romantically linked to a few of her co-stars. In fact, according to her friend Judy Levy, she struggled to watch Ghostbusters as it starred several of her exes.
We'll cross the streams.
Excuse me, Egon. You said crossing the streams was bad.
Cross the streams.
She and Bill Murray dated during the show's first few seasons.
Okay, Dad, what was so important that you had to talk to me about?
First, let me toast your poker tube.
Even though they tried to keep their relationship away from the cameras, it was still widely known and supposedly ended badly. Although things didn't work out between them, they remained friends until she sadly died in 1989.
She could light up a room. She was an amazing person to work with. She always made it fun to work with her, and she always brought more.
Murray has nothing but praise for Radner, who he says inspired his career and who he called, quote, an extraordinary and spectacular person.
You look nice, I guess.
So do you.
Here, I got you this.
Oh, thanks, Todd. Oh, this is really beautiful, Todd.
Number 2. Emma Stone and Dave McCary.
Spencer!
Spencer.
Yes, Mom.
This happy couple first met when Stone hosted Saturday Night Live in 2016 and starred in a sketch directed by McCary.
Everything is for you, and this one thing is for him.
However, since they're both private people, they kept their relationship relatively under wraps, only seeming to confirm it when they attended the SAG Awards together in 2019. Later that year, the couple announced their engagement on Instagram. Reportedly, McCary proposed at the SNL offices where they first met. In 2020, they tied the knot in a wedding so secret that no one seems to know where or when it happened. And in March 2021, news broke that they had become parents to a baby girl.
You don't want to do the commercial anymore? Okay. Do you want to go watch Y Tu Mamá También? Yeah? Okay, he wants to go back to the well.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Scarlett Johansson and Colin Jost.
I'm rich, I'm beautiful, and I'm fully dilated.
This couple first met in 2006, according to Jost, or as Johansson remembers it, 2010. But it wasn't until the season 42 after-party in 2017 when both, newly single, were spotted getting cozy. Although, apparently Kate McKinnon was already their matchmaker. They dated on the down low, only going red carpet official in 2018.
Even if you kind of imagine what that moment's going to be like, it's still, you know, it's a beautiful moment.
In 2019, ScarJo's publicist confirmed their engagement, and during her 6th hosting stint, the actress gave her new fiancé a sweet little shout-out.
I just want to say that this place means so much to me. I have so many friends here, and I met the love of my life here. Merry Christmas.
Their nuptials were put on hold by the COVID-19 pandemic. However, in October 2020, Meals on Wheels surprised us all by breaking the news that they were JOST married.
We got engaged and then immediately went to London to film. I went to film Tom and Jerry, and Scarlett went to film Black Widow. We'll see which one ends up being the bigger hit.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.